Mad Dog McCree is one of the more stranger games found on the eShop. You've probably heard of this game before, but if you have no idea what this game is, I'll give you a quick rundown. It's an arcade shooter where you shoot real human actors. Pretty cool, right? No, not cool. When you first start the game, it just puts you into the game without explaining how to play at all. You can learn by clicking on Practice, but that's just a shooting minigame where you shoot bottles and it actually shows you the controls. Starting the actual game, you're greeted with the mayor's daughter telling you some stuff about her town.
Hi, you're new around these parts. You heading into my daddy's town?
Then you're in a first-person mode with Western-style music walking through an Old West-type town with cowboys and horses walking around. The story goes, you're a stranger walking into this town, and the prospector wants your help because the mayor and his daughter have been kidnapped by no other than Mad Dog McCree and his gang of misfits. The game can be beaten in just 15 minutes if you actually know what you're doing, but on your first playthrough, you'll have no idea what you're doing. You get 6 bullets to use to shoot Mad Dog's men, and when you shoot the real actors, they die. It feels pretty cool to be interacting with real-life footage of real people. The controls also feel good, with you watching the top screen while moving your cursor on it using the bottom screen and shooting with the L button. There will also be some cow skulls hidden around the shots that you can shoot for a larger clip of ammo. Every time you play the game, the bad guys come from the same spots, so it's basically just a game of memorization and moving your stylus fast enough to shoot them. There are only a few select times where the bad guys are put in random spots, and that will actually be a challenge. Also, some enemies can be really hard to see on the top screen. Getting hit 3 times will result in a death, but you can redeem yourself and continue by dueling one-on-one in a standoff with one of Mad Dog's men. The standoffs are confusing, and if you actually plan on playing this game, I'll let you be as confused as I was when trying to figure out how to actually win a duel. What I did like about this game was that in each playthrough, the actors will say different things so that you'll have to make small changes to get to the final boss. It actually makes you pay attention, but the actual acting and footage isn't that great. Imagine watching a horrible B-movie and being forced to play through it over and over again. Some shots have some inconsistency issues and errors, like you can actually see the camera guy at one point near the bank in a shadow. It doesn't feel like a great experience at all, and it feels thrown together. I know the footage is really old and that can't be changed, but the developers could have at least remastered it into 3D. Yeah, this game isn't in 3D for some reason. Also, the user interface in this game is horrible. The menus and the actual game have different controls, which I found annoying. Mad Dog McCree feels like it was quickly thrown together for the 3DS. You have to figure a lot out for yourself, which some might like, but most others might find annoying. The old footage felt sloppy, but this port didn't have to be. No 3D, horrible structure, and a game that can be beaten in 15 minutes make this a hard one to recommend. eShop gamers give this game a 3 out of 10.